hood rat, but what you give, like what you give on the daily is more consistent with hood rat than her plate. You had green fingernails. You was licking barbecue sauce and God knows whatever else from up under your nails, all while digging around in this lady plate with your hands all close to her food. Y'all was eating off a white Dixie plate at an event that people paid thousands of dollars to attend that you was responsible for. And then on top of that, shrimp are roaches of the sea, and there is literally no nutritional value in corn. So how was your plate or your vibration any higher than hers? Why your legs was cocked open on the chair?
So let
Somebody finally interviewed Stormy Wellington and said what needed to be said. He didn't kiss her behind and he told her the truth. That's Funky Dineva interviewing Coach Stormy on Fox Soul, asking the Millionaire coach about that viral clip of the low vibrational plate. If you missed that video where I discussed that topic, click the link below to check it out. But Coach Stormy, she was hosting one of those mean girl women empowerment events where these women paid thousands of dollars to be there. And she told one of her mentees that your plate is hood rat and my plate is royalty. Then she's trying to babble her way out of this, going around trying to do interviews for more attention. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. But first, take a second to make sure that you're subscribed to the channel and click the notification bell for all updates. Won't waste any time, let's jump into it.
Thanks for being here. Let's get right into it. Now, in the video, you told your friend that her plate of food was low vibration and suitable for a hood rat, while your plate was fit for royalty. Break that down for us real quick.
So hold on. Let me just say something. There's a history with this young lady that y'all saw in the video. Her name is Tammy Price.
Okay.
I had her mentor and her coach, her friend. She literally calls me her angel, and addresses me that way for the last 7 years.
Funny she said the woman in the video, Tammy, that's her name, calls her her angel. Tammy is very sweet to Coach Stormy, but Coach Stormy is saying hood rat to this woman while this woman is addressing her as angel. In fact, in order to be, quote, her friend, you have to worship Coach Stormy. And then you have that spiritual mix that's going into it. It's like they have to be obsessed with her like a cult.
So just to give a little backstory, like I would never have, spoken to a random person like that. Me and her have a history and I feel responsible for her success, her next level.
That's her excuse, you see. She said because she's known her for 7 years. But this woman has been documented over several years, talking to people like that she's only known for 5 minutes. She's gonna peep you out, and if she believes that her bank is bigger than yours, she's gonna disrespect you. This is a very disrespectful woman. Yeah, the same woman that all these women are out here giving thousands of dollars to in the name of women empowerment.
And so when I sat down at my women's retreats with women that came to grow, to know themselves, to love themselves, to become better, and she was the top income earner that I've coached to millionaire status, multi-millionaire status, and she sits down with enough food for 3 people, I had a problem with that. I felt not only did she dishonor herself, but I felt like she dishonored and disrespected me with the plate of food. And it would be wrong for me to have sat next to her and let her treat herself less than the queen that she is.
Now, to be fair, Stormy was right about that part. There was a lot of food on her plate. The thing that people wanted her to see, though, was how was she calling the amount of food low vibrational, but totally ignored the actual substance.
She had too much food. She had actually 2 hot dogs. But I gotta understand, she had ate some of the food by the time I got disgusted, okay? So it was like 2 hamburgers, 2 hot dogs, 2 chickens, potato salad, baked beans, and corn on one queen's plate. And it was slop on it. The hamburger was upside down. The beans was mixed with the potatoes and the corn. It was very tacky. It was already plastic silverware. It was not split for a queen. Granted, it was my event, but I did not know what the caterers was bringing. And it was just low vibration. It was thrown together. It was very tacky and distasteful.
Stormy, you're calling this tacky and that tacky? You hired the chef. I don't know if y'all know it, but these women paid anywhere from $15,000 to $20,000 to attend this event. They paid this money to be with you for 2 days, and you fed them hot dogs and hamburgers?
Listen, I'm sitting here laughing because from my perspective, you actually making the worse. Like as far as
I ain't trying to make it bad.
like, no, it is because look, you sat up there, in my opinion, as a friend and embarrassed the hell out of this lady, right? And then it was like, my plate is fit for a queen and your plate is fit for a hood rat. First of all, Tammy used to be big. Tammy's still semi-big. She was hungry. Your plate your plate was giving starvation realness, and then it was like to compare it to royalty, Stormy, like no tea, no shade, no cap.
And kudos to Tammy, but she really did embarrass her. That's why after this went viral, Coach Stormy was running around on her IG and social media sharing photos and videos with Tammy to make it seem like everything is all good. And I know Stormy used to be a stripper, but why is it that ever since Tammy she's been hanging around Stormy, she's been wearing the Magic City uniform too? In my opinion, Stormy, if she's a hood rat, it's you that turned her into one.
Hood rat, but what you give on the daily is more consistent with hood rat than her plate. You had green fingernails, you was licking barbecue sauce and God knows whatever else from up under your nails, all while digging around in this lady plate with your hands all close to her food. Y'all was eating off a white Dixie plate at an event that people paid thousands of dollars to attend that you was responsible for. And then on top of that, shrimp are roaches of the sea, and there is literally no nutritional value in corn. So how was your plate or your vibration any higher than hers while your legs was cocked open on the chair?
And then look at Claudia. She knows that he is 100% telling her the truth, but she's trying to uphold that girl code, so she's not going to say anything.
So let's go back. Let's go back. First of all the time, I'm a 1,000% real person. Sometimes I'm a hood rat. All the time, I'm a queen. I'm very, very that. And I don't pretend not to be. I'm very a mixture of two. I'm a hybrid, bitch, by the way. I act queenish all the time, but you're going to always get a little hood rat within me.
There's no such thing as a queen being a hood rat. A queen is a queen and you're not one.
That's number one. Number two, I hired an outside caterer. I paid them according to what their proposed budget was, right? For me to get there and to see that stuff, I was already in the event. I had no idea what they were bringing as their utensils. This is a very high, top level chef, number one. Number two, yeah, I'm gonna carry myself how I carry myself all the time, like a queen, and I had my versions of being the hood rat as well. Now, shrimps, I love shrimp. I was a pescatarian for many years. I just started back eating chicken, right? I love great food. I love chicken. I love corn. I love barbecue. I love to lick it off my fingers. I'm always gonna do that stuff.
No licking the fingers, ladies. It's called a napkin.
You have another question?
Every 3 hours.
I'm gonna tell you something. Tammy a better woman than I ever be, because I'd have knocked that damn plate out your hand, and when that food hit the ground, you would have saw just how low that could have vibrated. But it was just, it just came off condescending. It just came off condescending.
Respectfully, I would say, wait, let me just say two things, and real quick, two things. Number one, that's my coaching style. I'm going to address the issue right when it happens. That's probably why I got 36 millionaires and multimillionaires, and there's no coach that I know that has that type of resume and track record, because they sugarcoat and they say later. I'm addressing on the spot as a teaching lesson for the masses. Again, 36 multimillionaires that came from zero, and that's within the last 8 years. Number one. Number two, Tammy knows the way I communicate. When I'm passionate about something and I'm trying to teach a lesson, that's just the way it comes across. And that's probably why, just respectfully, I don't know your financial bracket, Funky Dineva, but that's probably why this lady is a multimillionaire and I don't know what you are. It's her level of humility and respect.
Hey,
no, I'm
Stormy.
being honest.
That's coming from a woman with no humility and respect for anybody except for Grant Cardone. And maybe the owner of the MLM that she made millions of dollars promoting. She was offended and the only thing that she could bring up is money. But listen, Stormy, money didn't buy you any class or etiquette. You still carry yourself like the 1990s stripper and the 2000s self-proclaimed scammer that you are. This is all just crazy to me that women are paying $15,000 to sit up with her and eat hot dogs and hamburgers that she hired for them, and then put out that clip after the woman paid her $15,000 to be there just to embarrass her in front of tens of millions of people.
And so who's royalty? They would say this person. I agree. That's a good grant.
She did not. I say, no, I know she talks slick. Stormy talks slick. Stormy mouth like a pistol. It's always uncocked.
It's a lot of dark energy surrounding this. It's like these folks are really under a spell. But let's go ahead and get the conversation started below in the comments. Let me know what you think about this. Special shout out to my sister Keita G. I appreciate you for all of your support, as well as the brother Dark Power and Herman. Also, I can't forget about Chuck from the DMV and Tashana. They sent this video in. Don't forget that you can support this channel as well. Links to Cash App and PayPal are below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.